Domina ja mi dovin, ja Boga vin. Domina ja mi dovin, ja mi dovja, domja vi do, ja mi dovina, domja vi do. Domina nada vi domira, gotovja pi, dovavio, ja pilomina dogabivo. Domina ja mi dovina to, ja mi dovin, ja Boga vin. Domina ja mi dovina to, ja mi dovja, domja vi do, ja mi dovina, domja vi do. Domina nada vi domira, gotovja pi, dovavio, ja pilomina dogabivo. Javidovi, ja Bogovi, Tobie na Javidovi lako. Javidov ja, Tom Javidov, Javidovi tamu Javidov. I na polja. Domina na Davidovi rad, Gotovia pio, Dovavio, Giapilo mina do capivo. Javidovi, ja Bogovi, Domina Javidovi lako. Javidovi, ja Bogovi, Domina Javidovi lako. Javidov ja, Tom Javidov, Javidovi tamu Javidov. I na polja. Domina na Davidovi rad, Gotovia pio, Dovavio, Giapilo mina do capivo. mia vita, domina nada vidovira, toto piapino, novavio, piapino mina do capivo.
All right, you nutsos. Let's get on into it. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to stream. Oh, I forgot to contact. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're having a good one. Ignore this little thing right here. That's my camera because hey, it's a chill, relaxing stream today. Yeah. I'm looking. Yeah, just trying to look a couple things up real quick, and then we'll get right in. Officially, actually get into it. Ooh. What? Whoa. Warhammer community down? Uh-oh. No. Just for some odd reason, this is not, Okay, there we go. Huh, that was weird. But, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, but yeah, today we're painting up some Reavers today. Because I actually really like these guys. And you should actually be getting a little bit of a better quality of the painting, because, hey, I'm using my good camera. Because my webcam is currently taking a place. Because I used to use my webcam. Oh no, this person. Hold on. Yeah. Oh. That's a big old bot. That's a big old bot. Yep, don't want him around here. So, but yeah, originally my webcam right here was actually what was used to video the whole setup, not the whole painting sessions. Now, and it was my camcorder, my Canon camcorder. It was a Canon Vixia that actually recorded my face. It was my face cam basically, and I was like, and because of the whole setup situation, I was like, okay, I had to flip them. But it actually should work out better because you'll be able to get you should be able to get the better quality with my Canon than you would with my webcam. My goodness, chat. All right, moisturizing my wet palette real quick. I'm getting distracted, as per usual. Anyways, so yeah, today we're painting some Reaver squads, and just gonna try and pull them up on my screen here, because oh, I was spelling it wrong. Okay, that would make sense. That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. Yep. I was spelling it R-E-A instead of R-E-I. Whoops. Oh, well, it's fine. But yeah, I really do like these guys. They are much, much better visually than, yeah, they are much better visually than, well, but I mean, personal taste, I guess, but they have a lot of dust on them from after priming them and not really messing with them, except for like playing with them. Basically, I haven't painted any of my Reaver squads. There's still a total of 7 units that need to get painted up for my Raven Guard, my current Raven Guard army, though. Yeah. Should be interesting. Oh, right. One more paint that I needed to grab. For the time being, because I know I'm going to need to grab more later. This. because we got a lot of work to do. No, we got a lot of work to do because I want to try and get as many done as I can. I'm already in the process of planning out my buddy's doing paint schemes with my buddy's orcs. I already got a test subject done. I'll probably actually even show it to y'all once we get through all this. Blow my nose here in a second. Yeah. So, that'll be a nice, chill, relaxing time. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. Oh, ooh. Yeah, painting these guys is going to be interesting. Now, all of my Reavers are melee focused because the guns, they're okay, but they're not great. I can't wait to actually get to them. So, chat. Plans for this week, though, is today, tomorrow, chill, relaxing painting time. There may not be an extra stream on Saturday because I might be planning something. We'll see. I will let y'all know. Also, Sunday there will be no stream because it's Sunday. I have Sundays off. But also, it's Mother's Day on Sunday, so yeah. Now, there is still one more open slot for the Avernus campaign. So if you're interested, head on over and get things set up. Now, for the record, there's already been a lot of questions for the people who, for some of the people who are interested in joining, and I answered some of those questions. But there will be like a session 0. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream that or if that's just going to be between us five people. So. And that's going to go over all the information, all the house ruling stuff, and all base, and it'll character creation and whatnot. So, all right, I'm gonna go blow my nose, and then when we get back, we'll get on into the painting. So, one sec. All right. Gotta say, having 2 bathrooms is nice. Because I have one in the master bedroom, which is primarily mine, and then one at the other end of the house. Basically just stating that, hey, and because with that, I won't have to like walk all the way to the other end of the house just to go to the restroom. So yeah, nice. All right, let's go ahead and get ourselves on into the hobby. All right, like I said, it should be much better quality. I will go ahead and zoom in a bit here. Bada boom. I'm going to move you a second because with the Raven Guard, it's always a start. Always starting off with dry brushing. Also, I'm trying to get some music on as well. Yeah, there we go. All right. So there's been a lot of new stuff since the last time we did anything hobby-wise. That's a little loud. Sorry, 1 second, I'll fix that. There we go. That should do it. Yeah, there's been a lot of new stuff since our last hobby stream. And my goodness. My goodness. Some of that stuff good, and some of that stuff not so good. Because, like, they released the spearhead, the spear point detachment for Space Marines. Cool detachment, but it kind of ran into the issues of what we had with Eldari. The whole fire and fade. But there's also one more glaring opposition that's kind of giving a lot of people an issue. The Defiler. As much as I like the Defiler, that thing is wreaking havoc across the sector, across all of Warhammer right now. The fact that it's a big old monster and everybody's taking 3 ofs. Oh dear God. Apparently, I didn't notice this guy had a big old giant mold lying down his leg that I never cleaned up. I do not accept that. You hear me? I do not accept that. So now I gotta scrape this off and then repaint the area. Shouldn't be too much of a hassle. I'll just have to come back and re-dry brush this guy when I'm done. Also, I suppose actually I should probably, so once again, I'm forgetting steps. I'm sorry, Chad, it's been a little bit. I forgot some steps for these guys. I need to get the black painted on. And the areas that's a little over gray. Luckily, it's not too much of the areas. Yeah, luckily enough, it's not too many of the areas. No. So yeah, like a big old giant power creep has just hit the Warhammer competitive scene, and a lot of people don't like it. Don't blame them either. Lots of dust. Lots of dust, Chad. Dark Mage, hello! How's it going, buddy? Welcome back. We are finally back into doing some hobby stuff. What you been up to? But yeah, lots of power creep here in the last renditions of the 10th edition. Nothing much, just home from work. I'd like to finally get some hobbying done after months of procrastination. Understandable. I've been slightly procrastinating myself. And now I'm finally here to paint some back to painting models. And that makes me happy. I am very happy. Because I missed doing this stuff. Gotta be careful here, because I don't want to accidentally break these off. I actually did drop these. I actually did drop this guy. I don't remember which one it was, because I fixed it. Or one of these guys onto the floor, and my house is a hard floor. It's a hard vinyl floor now. Most of it, or half of it, anyways. Half of it's vinyl, half of it's carpeted, which I like. I don't mind. But he hit the floor, and this piece broke. One of these guys, one of my reavers hit the floor, and this piece broke off. Luckily enough, it was a clean break. But yeah, eventually we will get to. Eventually we will get to painting up some orcs on stream. But a couple things need to happen. First, I need to get the paint scheme down correct, and secondly, the primer that I want to use needs to get back in stock. I'm not happy about it. Or else I'm gonna have to go to St. Evenings. It is in stock. I won't be happy buying it. Because the color I want to use, the primer that I want to use for the orcs is Ghoul Gray. It's essentially Colorforge's version of Grayseer. It's a 500 millimeter can, milliliter can, instead of what is GW's? What size is GW's cans? Because I know it's bigger than GW's cans. And it's and right now currently it's $4. It used to be $6 cheaper. But they had to increase prices because supply and demand. But if I have to, I will go with Grace here, because I want to actually. Because what I'm actually considering doing is if I can get primer for the rest of this month, I may just just start working on orcs. I do not have enough primer to work on them, but I was hoping to get some color. Get Ghoul Gray from Color Forge, but they're currently sold out, which sucks. So now I gotta. So now now by the end of the month. So it may the orcs may be a June project, depending on if Color Forge can. Depending on if Color Forge can get stock in store. Which I hope they can. But yeah, I'm pretty much ready. Other than that, I'm just about ready to actually start working on my buddy's orcs. But in the meantime, for the hobby days, I'm just gonna work on my Raven Guard. I was gonna actually make my Raven Guard the higher priority over the orcs, but I was like, but my buddy's not gonna. Well, my buddy wouldn't actually have good painted models. I don't have any painted models. It's like, you know what? No, I'm gonna make his orcs a top priority because I want him to have painted. I want him to have painted models. So until I get the primer, which I might just freaking go for couple cans of Grace here, and hope that they go through, and hope that they can prime up all those orcs and the upcoming orcs. So, that's essentially the plan. Well, that was unfortunate. Apparently his arm wasn't glued on very well. Well, luckily enough. I've got plenty of glue. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hey, that might actually make dry brushing that a little bit easier. Just a little bit. Yeah, I'm going through two stages of dry. So I'm going through two stages of dry brushing. One, basically a generalized dry brush for give like sort of a highlight, like where the sun and whatever hits. Just a general all-around dry brushing, and then a light dry brushing, edge dry brushing, sort of. To help make some of the edges pop, because all right. Glue. Come here, glue. We gotta fix somebody real quick. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm going to put you at the end, so that way when you get to the lighter dry brushing, hopefully the glue will have settled by then. And I won't have to worry about it. I won't have to worry about it too much. Now, as for new stuff to essentially paint, that's going to probably be a little bit. Due to the fact that yeah, due to brain think. Right. I just moved into my house. Funds are kind of limited. So yeah. May not be able to get any new stuff for a little bit. For certain, the newest thing I will be getting will definitely be the 11th edition box set. I definitely still need to go over with my my buddy how he wants to go about that. If he wants me to just do everything, or if he wants to help out, but we'll see. Blow off the dust. There we go. Oh, no, good. And if but I will say, like, if he wants to help me out with them, then it probably won't end up being on stream. But we'll see. Do-do. Well, we'll see how things go. Alright, last one. And then we get to the edge brushing. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Something I did actually build off stream during my whole hiatus, during the move. I actually built my Brutalis Dreadnought. And I'm pretty happy with them. Got that all taken care of. Yeah, I guess some now. With the whole 11th edition stuff, a lot of it's still like up in the air on how exactly it's going to work. Nobody really knows. Like, we definitely got a lot of rules, updates, rules. Yeah, we definitely got a lot of rules given to us. But we're still... Oh, excuse me. But we're still kind of in the dark of how some of those rules are going to be implemented. Like the new cover rule. How exactly is that going to work? With the fact that... like... With how the cover works now is... Like, if like there's a multi... suppose it's mostly on the question of how is it going to work with multi-model units. More or less. And the question is if they're not, though they're not wholly, though they won't be like wholly within a terrain, and there's like a bunch of models actually behind terrain, but yet there's still some models visible. Is it going to be the whole unit gets cover, or only like specific models in that unit have cover? That, to me, is an interesting question that I would very much, same with a lot of people, like, would like answered. Because that wasn't a... That wasn't answered very well. Or really at all. I suppose time will tell. But I do gotta say though, it's nice. It's nice that most of the rules right now so far, most of them anyways, are very cut and dry. Very self-explanatory. There's still always going to be that that occasional rule where you just look at it and go, wait, hold on, how is that supposed to work? Like, there's definitely some areas where it's not explained very well. But I guess it's just gonna have to be something we have to figure out along the way. We'll definitely be going over a lot of the rules on the new rules on stream once essentially I get a hold of the core rule book. You are kidding me. Oh boy. Yeah, another thing. Okay, well, apparently found another thing that wasn't apparently glued down very well. Cool. All right, get that glued back on here in a second. All right, you know what? Nah, just glue it on. Yeah, it's not gonna be too much of a hassle and should be fine. Should be fine. All right. Okay. But I definitely can't wait for 11th edition stuff. Now, I'm not too particularly excited for the Space Marine side of the box, but I'm still pretty happy about it. I'm still happy about it because it's more or less models that I don't have. The only models in that entire range within the box set is in fact actually the space intercessors. That's the only thing I don't have out of that entire box on the Space Marine side. Everything else is basically brand new to me. I don't have any of the old Vanguard veteran jump packs. I almost bought some, and then I heard the rumor that there's probably going to be some new veterans jump packs. I'm like, I can wait. I can wait. And so I waited, and I was rewarded, which is nice. I do dislike though the whole monopose stuff, so not particularly happy with it. Sometimes you just gotta deal with what you don't like. So unless I'm going to like some major tournaments, I'll be able to actually just like which I probably won't be going to any major tournaments for a while. I can always just play him as with this loadout instead. With a specific loadout. Once the multi-part kit actually gets released, we'll be able to know officially what's inside. Also, something that has caught my attention is a lot of the detachments are starting to get gutted to be smaller for the purpose of all detachment points systems. It says the codex stuff, it will be playable, so I'm guessing that means a lot of the Grotmus stuff is going away. Which means no more Shadowmark Talon. I'll be particularly sad about that. Because I actually like that detachment.
I do also wonder whether or not they're going to fix up some of the current codex attachments. Because if they get rid of Shadowmark Talon, another thing they'll probably need to look at is Vanguard Spearhead. Because with the whole new cover rule, it's -1 to ballistic skill. However, when it comes to Vanguard Spearhead and Shadowmark Talon, they also get -1 to hit outside of 12. Which means that detachment effectively gives all ranged weapons outside of 12 -2 to hit. So I'm wondering if they're going to fix that up. We'll have to see. Also, chat. Break time.
All right, and it's time for the hourly break. Something I do every other stream where I simply just step away, take a quick 3 to 5 minute break, and then run a few minutes for that, so that way during the stream time itself, you don't get hit with those ads. So this will be a good time for y'all to take yourselves a quick break, snack, eat, drink, do what you need to do, and I will shall see y'all in the next 3 to 5 minutes. BRB. We're back. Let's get some painting done.
All right. So we shall go ahead and start with the shoulder pads. Essentially the shoulder trims. Oh my god. This does not want to stay open. Something I should probably put on real quick. Or, no, yeah, you know what, I'll be fine. Okay. Oh, that's my dry brush pad. Ooh, do 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 do. All right. Where are they? Okay, here's you. And here, here. No. Yeah, remember I just used you, so. Aha! This is where I would like some overhead light. Eventually I'll get an overhead light for this kind of stuff. But for the time being, I'm just gonna work with my studio lights that I have. Not saying I don't like my studio lights, it's more or less me saying that they do a good job capturing my face and all, but they don't do a good job of capturing the light of required light to efficiently paint models. But I am really happy to actually be getting back to painting. Nonetheless. Do 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 do. Next model I'm going to paint after this Reaver squad is actually the Reaver Lieutenant. Which may end up being next week, if I'm able to finish these guys up by the end of tomorrow. And by the end of tomorrow's stream. Oh yeah, speaking of which, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be doing another two streams tomorrow, but we shall see. Do, 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 do. It is also interesting the fact that all the detachments that they showed off so far for the 11th edition stuff, they're all, because in 11th edition, army building is going to require detachment points, and you can have up to 3. And all the detachments showed off, the new and the revamped detachments are all apparently 1 point. Which is neat. Like the... like they came out with a couple, with some new Tyranid detachments and a revamped Tyranid detachment. They're all pretty neat. However, one of the detachments I do kind of wish it affects the Norns. I do wish that was more or less a built-in ability into the Norns, not a detachment that essentially fixes them. Huh? Oh well. I can live that I can at least live with because it's only like a 1 point detachment. It's also nice to know that most of the detachments in the Tyranid Codex are actually going to be 2 DP detachment points. However, which ones is going to be up in the air. And also, does that mean, are the Grotness detachments sticking around? I have no idea. I would like for them to. I'm just not sure if they will. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. The only really detachment that I felt really good from the Tyranid side, that's from the Grotma stuff, was the subterranean assault. Now I don't remember if that one came out during Grotmas or if it was the Bio Warrior that came out during Grotmas. Now I am definitely interested in hearing what they have to, seeing what they have to, what they do for Sisters and Emperor's Children. Now they're supposed to actually come out with like an article for Chaos today. I don't know if it's going to be just the standard Chaos Space Marines and Demons, or if they're actually going to include all the Chaos factions. Did they not just do the Pirate Chaos guys? Huh. Let's find out, shall we? Oh. They did the whole Iatera book series. That gave them detachments and stuff. But I'm more or less talking about like the 11th edition stuff. It doesn't look like they posted the stuff yet. But anyways, how you doing, actual Opie? Love the name. Is it Opie or OP? That this week's release was 11th edition starter box. No. That. Okay. OP. OP. The 11th edition box won't go on pre-order until end of May, early June. They more or less just revealed the contents last week for what's inside the 11th edition box. And now they're working on... but now they're working on all the 11th, the new 11th edition stuff. Like all the new detachments, maybe even some more rules, some of the core stratagems, so on and so forth. Releasing a little bit at a time, daily. I don't know if they will release Saturday and Sunday. What am I looking forward to? I'm definitely looking forward to the starter box. It's not a great starter box for the Marine side. Definitely a great box for the Orc side. That will be given to my buddy. He's interested in Orcs. I'm taking the Space Marines. I'm fairly looking forward to what they do for the Sisters and the Emperor's Children. We already got like some Space Marine stuff, so. I thought it was Nids and Blood Angels. Yes, it is Nids and... No, it's Blood Angels and Orcs. Or Blood Angels, because it's generic Space Marine box. No real affiliation with any chapter officially. It's just Blood Angel painted Space Marines on the cover. But because they're generic Space Marines, they could be painted up as any chapter. The 10th edition box was Space Marines and Nids. Fair enough. I only get half the details. Oh, you're good. Like, nobody gets like the full details until it's officially here. like we're still getting new Space Marine information as we're going along. We're just getting new information in general as the time goes by until June hits. What am I painting? I am painting Reaver squads in Raven Guard colors. Because Raven Guard is my favorite chapter. Or, wait, crap, hold on. That's fine. Well, they are my favorite Space Marine chapter. Not my favorite faction, though, mind you. My favorite faction is actually a toss-up between Emperor's Children and Adeptus Sororitas. Nids right now are probably my favorite aesthetic wise, like I'm gonna need to clean my lenses here in a minute. Cause come here. Yeah, this is my Tyranids. Tyranids, I find the coolest. They look the coolest to me. Adeptus Sororitas, well, no. Tyranids and Adeptus Sororitas are tied for coolest. Sisters and Emperor's Children are tied for gameplay-wise. And then Raven Guard is my favorite in aesthetic-wise, or thematic-wise. But I like all four factions. I know a little too much water to that. Whoops. Nids are great minis. Sorry, was tech difficulties with text? Oh, you're good. Nids are great minis. Yeah, they are. They're awesome. I like them. They were, in fact, essentially my first faction. Alongside Space Marines when I got the 11th edition box, because I started near the midst of 11th edition. One second, y'all. See if y'all wanted to hang out. But since you're going to be spending time with your mother, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's gonna be Mother's Day this weekend, y'all. Hope y'all have a good Mother's Day. The glass is good. I see them advertised, but not sure about that. Oh yeah, I like them. Yes, I definitely like these glasses. It makes seeing things a lot easier. Because it's literally just magnifying glasses on my face. Instead of like a whole arm that I need to like look down over. These do have like a light. That's the only not so great part about these, is the light kind of just isn't, it's not that bright. It's not bright. And it doesn't give like good coverage for what I want to do, for what I'm looking for. That's the only part I don't really like about these glasses. And so the lights are dead, but I haven't really bothered changing the battery or changing the bulb. It might just be the battery that died, but I'm not really worried about it. And it comes with the, I feel like they should make some with a camera for first-person streaming. I think they have. I think there is. It's just like, they're really expensive. And they're probably more or less custom made. Itchy. Jenny, hello! Raven Guard are black, purple, red. They're black and red. Black, red, and white, more or less. I'm not sure if you're aware, but I'm echoing, by the way. What? I'm echoing. Uh-oh. Ah, okay.
I see the issue. Boom. Okay. I've been echoing this whole time. No! Thank you, Jenny. No, it's this camera. It's the camera. I forgot to mute the camera. I thought it was a desired feature. No, it's just me being stupid and forgetting that my camera also picks up audio. But how you doing, Jenny? That's why I lead with not not sure because I know sometimes people want audio different, but you usually don't have echo. Yeah, I don't normally have echo. Doing all right. They mowed so my throat is kind of meh, but other than that, good. Oh, awesome. We all there. I honestly thought it was like a hall effect or something. Pretty good for a camera mic. Yes. I've had this camera for over 8 years now. And it is still a well-functioning machine. Yeah, I'm sure the mic cam will be fine if not picking up from another mic. Yeah. I actually recorded my stepdad a gig for my stepdad because he does band stuff and he's a drummer. At another place. That place released a video of basically it was a talent show. That place released their own video of it. It was a high quality camera, high quality audio effects, and guess what? This camera had better sound quality than their stuff. Which was a surprise. And their stuff was supposed to be high quality. And we all just listened to it. And just went, wait, what the? Why? Why is your camera a small little camcorder hand cam? Because it's a Canon Vixia HF R700. Like, why is your little camcorder have much better sound quality than all their microphones? I just looked and went, I have no idea. Maybe they edited their stuff poorly? That's really all I can think of. Tech is surprising sometimes. Yeah, it is. It is very surprising sometimes. Y'all look for Dawn of War 4? Oh yes, I am absolutely looking forward to Dawn of War 4. I'm still debating whether or not to play the other Dawn of War. I played the Dawn of War 1, and I'm debating whether or not to play the other Dawn of War games as well. So I can essentially be lore ready for Dawn of War 4. Yeah, more expensive is not always better. I always really look at user reviews for buying any tech. Absolutely, yep, same here. Do 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 do. I've enjoyed all of them. 3 was a great story, but the online play died horrifically. Oh, I'm not too worried about online play. I'm more or less worried, just interested in if the gameplay is actually going to be good and if the storyline is worth playing. But I did really enjoy Dawn of War 1. How'd the move go, by the way? Great. I'm all settled in. I still got like some stuff to essentially move around and place, but everything is officially where I want it to be. Stream room is still kind of a little bit of a mess, but not too bad. But not too bad. Yeah, Warhammer 4K RTS has been around for ages. Yeah, good stuff. Moving is stressful, so glad you're over to the new place. So am I. I hate moves. That's why I usually just get them over with. Like if it's a move across town, I just get it over with. If it's gonna be a move across state, then I prepare. As much as I want to get it over with right away, I'm not gonna be able to do that. But this time around, thankfully, it was across town, so I didn't have far to go. And now I can officially say I am in my house. Not an apartment. My house. So nice to say. I'm still getting used to it. I still catch myself saying apartment every so often. I go like, Steve, no, it's not an apartment. Not an apartment, it's a house. Yes, house is exciting. And it's not just a rental, it's a lease to own, which means eventually this place will be mine. So I'm fairly excited about that.
Welcome.
Actual OP, thank you for that follow. Glad you enjoyed the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What time is it? Oh, close to break time, but not quite there yet. But also, chat, if you are interested, there is still a slot open for the Avernus D&D campaign that I will be doing on stream. So if you are interested, head on over to the Discord and go to the Avernus section and make your interest known. Just make sure you read the caption, because I prefer that if you're able to make the sessions, if you're certain that you'll be able to make a majority of the sessions, doesn't have to be all of them, that you get there. Yep, so you can paint the walls and add a garden or whatever you want. Actually, sweet, yes. I am fairly excited about that. None of that's going to officially be happening anytime soon yet, because I still need to worry about other stuff, such as getting a washer and dryer. That is kind of priority. A washer and dryer is of utmost priority. So, yeah. All right, chat. Break time. A little early, but you know what? It should be fine. Or let's go ahead and take ourselves a quick break, a quick 3 to 5 minute break, so that way I can run some ads, so you don't, and just so you don't have to get interrupted by ads during the stream. It is the last stream of the day, last break of the stream. So this would be a good time for y'all to take yourselves a quick break, snack, eat, drink, do what you need to do, and just live dirty. You'll be all right. I'm certain, right? Nurgle will bless me. Certain, right? Anyways, I will be right back. Here be. All right, chat. Get back to it. All right. Done with you. Now your turn. All right. So there's still a lot of stuff that I want to purchase and paint, but like I said earlier in the stream, I'm currently not able to because I'm currently saving up for a washer and dryer. Like that's the major downside to moving into your own house is a lot of the furnishings aren't there. Even some of the minor amenities. But hey, came with an awesome dishwasher, came with an awesome fridge, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Everything, yeah, and everything is brand new, so Shouldn't have to worry too much about my stuff breaking. Hopefully, cross your fingers. It's not for certain, but we'll see. Do, 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 do. But yeah, like one of the things I definitely want to get is at least one defiler. I definitely want to get the new Intransia Fray. I want to get the new Red Terror, but I will not be getting the full Kill Team starter box. That's essentially getting pre-orders up for tomorrow. I pretty much just though I mean I do plan on eventually starting Astra Militarum, because that will be my next official 40k army. Not sure when I'll do it, but eventually I'll get there. I shouldn't need any more of this. I can actually just put that up. Go off to the side. Review. I even have probably even some extra brown for more models. Now I don't know. So something that I definitely dislike doing is wasting paint. And as you can see on my palette, I got a lot of paint here, and that's a lot of run oxide, and I very much dislike wasting that. So I try to use it as much as I can. The thing is, I don't have any other models to really paint. I can't really use it up, because I do batch painting. I don't just grab all my models and paint like I did, like I originally did with my sister's, my Adeptus Sororitas jump pack squads. Oh man, that was a bit rough. That was a bit rough. It was not a particularly fun time. I kept thinking to myself, "Oh God, when am I gonna get done with these ladies?" And then I had a bit of an aggravating time painting Celestine because of my stupidity, using a primer that was not great for what I was using it for. So that was a bit unfortunate. Like, I didn't really think anything of it. I just grabbed some primer that looked like they would be okay to use. Like some of the members of the community from a while ago actually even recommended that I just use this cheap primer, and it worked for like my nids when I was painting them a little bit. It worked for my sisters because it was a black primer, but unfortunately for Saint Celestine, when I was painting her, because I use a different color primer, I instantly realized my folly. And from that point on, I just used it wasn't, and then I already had like a vehicle primed up. I started painting it and instantly realized, and then it really kicked in that this primer sucks for painting minis. Oh yeah. But like all lessons, you cannot learn a lesson unless you do what is required that makes you learn the lesson, such as like making the mistake. Because if you never make mistakes, you never learn. All right. He's done. Next up, skull mask. Well, actually, let me get this guy's head real quick. I'm leaving this guy's eyes black because of the whole Raven Guard not Raven Guard thing. Their eyes actually kind of go black, and they can essentially hear and see spirits, essentially, or essentially the voices of the dead. God, what was it called? Trying to remember what it was called. I'll have to look it up here in a second, but like it actually had a like an actual name to it. What was the name of that? Sable Brand. Essentially, affected warriors suffer from severe crushing depression, often accompanied by visions of ravens bursting from the bodies of their slain foes. Oh. No, there's more to it. Like, there's also the fact that like they hear voices of the dead and stuff like that. I need normal oil. Where is my... Right. Like, essentially, their eyes just go black. Now some correct white. Oh, right. This is some thick stuff, chat. Ooh. I even have some mixing balls in here. I'm not sure how much actually... Huh. How much good they're actually doing right now, though, is the thing. Do we have a hot picker brush? Where's my... Yeah, this one's good. Alright. That. Maybe I should actually use. Yeah, I'm just going to use my smaller brush on this. Never mind. I changed my mind. I shall not use that one. I shall use this one. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Bam. With the rate I'm going with these guys, I should actually be able to finish them up. Tomorrow. A hope is also to like actually get them all decaled up as well. But I will say, like, the Reaver Squad is actually one of my favorite, just generic Space Marine units. Not really gameplay wise, though I do like that as well. But they're just vastly actually different than a lot of the units. More or less because like they actually have like unique helmets. which is fairly nice. Now, I will talk. I will go ahead and talk about like the whole the slight disappointment in the Space Marine side of the box set. It is definitely tailored towards newer players, and that's fine. So it's not like an exciting box for the Space Marine side. I'm still excited to get it, because like I said, there's a lot of models in there that I don't actually have in my retinue for Space Marines, aside from the intercessors. And I hope they don't like change that drastically, where I can't really use them. But the more the disappointment more or less goes towards the Vanguard Intercessor. No, the Vanguard Jump Pack. Brand new, newly modeled. They needed it. The issue is they really lack in detail. They lack detail to essentially differentiate them from standard jump back intercessors. I did look after they revealed what's actually in the box and looked at the models a little bit more closely. They definitely have a little bit more differential details than that one model that they showed for a teaser. And so it's like, okay, I guess there's enough to differentiate. And I'm all right with that. But at the same time, it's like, come on, they're supposed to be veterans. Like, where's all their laurels? Where's all their purity seals? Where's just everything? There's still just a touch plain Jane. yeah, they're still just a touch plain Jade, which is unfortunate. Alright, I should have enough time to do some edge highlight. Oh, wait, you're not quite done. You're still. Oh, wait, that's actually. Okay. I do need to catch up a spot that I actually hit. There we go. That's better. I should have time for do a little bit of edge highlighting. Brush is being used for edge highlighting. Is it going to end up being used? Probably. Wait, no. Where's my other? Where's?
1 second, chat.
So eventually I will actually get get the models that I want. Right now, priorities. All right, bear with me as I'm like kind of getting focused here, because this like when I get focused, I kind of do end up just shutting up for a little bit and forget that I'm even streaming. Something I still haven't figured out is I like edge highlighting more than I do painting trim. I still haven't figured out why. It's still a confusing notion to me. Because edge highlighting is supposed to be like a touch more annoying than trim. Yet I like edge highlighting more than I do trim. And I just find trim just to be one of the more annoying aspects of painting. And I can't tell you why. I think that is the more annoying part, is I can't tell you why, because I just don't understand why I don't like trim. So I just realized I got to actually paint something else before I started working on trim. Though I suppose I should actually, now that I finished up, now that I started trimming, I suppose I should just finish it up. But it's more or less on all the leather aspects. However, chat, time for me to get going. Alrighty then. Chat. Or actually, as a matter of fact, before I get going, why don't we see if aha, yep, there it is. We got Chaos Space Marines. Chaos Demons. And I think that is that going to be it? Yep, that's going to be it. A lot of chaos. There'll be more next week too, with the World Eaters and Death Guard getting their own attachments. Awesome. But we're starting the week with their mortal enemies in the Adeptus Sororitas. Oh yeah, that's what I want. But so okay, so yeah, that also explains that. That also that explains, but that also brain think. Answers my question on whether or not they're going to do anything over the weekend for this stuff. Nope. It's just going to be during the just during the initial week itself. But all right, chat. That's going to be all we have for today. So, go ahead and copy paste this. Head on over to the Warhammer page. Oh. Ah. So, officially we have got a lot of stuff. So, I'm getting a bit tired though. But anyways, chat, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We shall be back tomorrow to finish up the painting side of these Raven Guard Reaver squads. This is it's been a nice, chill, relaxing stream. I like these. I like these streams. So yeah, tomorrow we'll finish these guys up. If I'm lucky, I'll also be able to decal them and get them all based up as well, which is essentially just getting snow onto them. So chat, thank you for watching. Hope you have enjoyed, and I hope to see you tomorrow once again at 8 a.m. Central Time. Excuse me. This is Zircon signing out. Bye, all.
Wow.